Okay. Yeah, I know. You can hear crickets and frogs, and I'm sure that's probably a lot more sounding better than me blabbing about this bull crap. But when I first started doing videos, I know one time I tried to make one and whatever was said, and then it was rejected. It tells me it was rejected. That was after the first time, the first 3 videos I made talking about when I first went to jail with a fractured eye socket. I'm almost going on 20 years down the road. And then, sitting here trying to talk about serial killers. Sitting here trying to talk about serial killers with someone that went to jail with a fractured eye socket, someone that went to jail and pled guilty to something that wasn't theirs, somebody that went to jail, plus someone else also went to jail with bruises all over them. Now, not everybody else has been treated in certain ways, has gone through like what I've gone through, and then people want to block what I have to say. You people that run these things with like social media sites and stuff like that, y'all will be judged for blocking anybody's freedom of speech. And y'all will be judged on people that are getting targeted by stuff that they say. Nobody else out here is going through this type crap. Nobody else out here like me and my children have gone through this type stuff. Son ends up going to jail. So I got to explain every little detail about how old he was and never been in trouble before. So, okay, I got to watch how I word stuff. I'm talking about how the government needs to be overthrown. Nobody else out here is getting mistreated like me and my children are. And then these people want to run social sites and want to block what some of us are saying, which is truth. Had gotten the cops called on me because I was standing up for everybody's freedom of speech. Talk about the collectiveness and all this crap. I asked them who's tracking the children. The lady didn't even know what to freaking say. If you want to think about a collectiveness, if your child is in school, I asked them who's tracking the children. They couldn't tell me who, but then that same day I filled out a halt form. And then they let the bully hit my child 5 times in the head. Going in there, whatever my child said to the teacher, I said, lady, I hadn't even seen you yet. And then say something. It didn't happen like that. Like, so we got to discuss how hard my child was hit. Oh, there's other people that's gone through this type stuff too. And then they want to mess with my nieces, or at least one of them. I want to say you people, y'all people, not really like that. Anybody I grew up with, I think they're fine and dandy with me. But, oh, yeah. And then me telling my son, a year ago? And I said, okay, so Jesus was crucified, but yet I can't have a job, and I was sexually abused in a church as a little girl, but I'm not allowed to have a job? I'm really ticked off right now, and where these people don't want to block what I have to say, just cut off my device while I'm trying to talk about the government being corrupt, and I'm the only one out here getting physically in a certain abuse here. Talking about serial killers having to speak in code, and then y'all want to sit there and block what someone has to say, which is truth. I could go on and on, I guess, I know. Okay, so let's go to that. Okay, yes. I went close to where that girl was found. I'm telling my young, maybe 15, 16, 17-year-old son, I know there's been a lot of deaths and suicides and drug overdoses. But then them talking about it on a social site, and then the news picks it up. I don't remember how it happened like that. It was 6, 7 years or however long ago now. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go close to there. I'm going to stand outside of my vehicle for like less than 5 minutes, and I'm going to see what I can sense. Okay, yes, I did sense how they ended up finding her. And then, oh yeah, let's go back to me not being allowed a job. But yet I'm going to go there and sense how she was ended up found. And then, okay, so I do have to include that to say, yes, on the way back, this person did cross my mind. Anyways, I know I'm blabbing. Hopefully I got all that I needed to get out, and hopefully they won't sit there and try to block what I have to say, as if I haven't gone through enough in my life for people to block what I have to say. When especially the collectiness that I said who's tracking the children, and they allowed the bully to hit my child the very next day. Oh, and let's also look at the collectiness that I got denied food after I turned in articles about 5G being unsafe. Right now, there's the same amount of people that supposedly died from that to the same amount of people that after they got the shot. So right now, there is about the same amount of people that at least I was told that someone else had known, or whomever I might know, to know that, okay, this many people, and even with family maybe, probably yes, this many people died and then this many people took the shot. So there's a certain amount of number of people that took the shot or died or supposedly died of that. And I got denied food for turning in articles about 5G being unsafe. I have discussed it already, but of course it's a whole story to everything. To me and my children getting abused and nothing getting done about it, but me getting my voice blocked, me getting the cops called on me for my voice of freedom of speech to stand up for everybody's freedom of speech. Had the President of the United States fight after this weirdos kidnapped me to take my blood after I was raped and abused. Freaking weirdos. No wonder I was so stressed in 2019. I didn't even know that he had messaged me. And then I see a little clip where I was saying saying somewhere that he's threatened to KI ... me. And then by the time 2020 comes, all the bull crap we had already dealt with. Talking about the collectiveness there. And then remembering my preteen son at whatever age he was, 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever grade it was exactly. I guess it would have been before 8th or 9th, I mean. He said, I try to stand up for them going to the computers, and there it is 7, 8 years down the road. I'm saying, well, who's tracking the children? Then make my child go see a doctor? These people, I've been telling those people in a certain place for years, these people have a control problem. Or whatever, a power problem. And then I sit here and have to sense things that I sense. Freaking straight up sense something. I don't want to hold it against the guy just because I sensed it. And then me having to explain all these little details to my youngest child. Well, I sensed this when I was younger. It's about this or it's about that. All right. Hopefully this is good. Whatever, bye.